Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Be sure to check me out over on Rumble. There you'll find all of my stuff from YouTube, plus my political and social commentary and weekly current events, which YouTube frowns on. Links to my Rumble channel, as well as my other YouTube channels, and links to let you order my books are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an alien activity video on more alien mummies. Yeah. Before I get into the video, however, if you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there. I like to think I write good stories that make you think. I've written a 3-book series called Drifters, science fiction westerns. I've written a political fantasy called The Righteous President. I wrote a fun story about a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. It's called The House Off Farrago Road. And I've written a pair of science fiction books, kind of a science fiction military futuristic type. The first one is Vanguard 1, and the sequel is Task Force Terminus. They're all can be found on my author page, H.L. Anderson, on Amazon. All right, now on with the video. Jaime Maussan brought a pair of mummies before the Mexican Congress last year. He claimed they were 1,000 years old and were not human. I did a pair of videos on this story. Go and check them out. The first one, I talked about the mummies themselves. The second one, I talked about how they had quote-unquote debunked the mummies, saying that they were dolls, and that's just asinine stupid. It was in response to an archaeologist who tried to say these mummies were dolls fabricated from chicken bones and glue. Maussan had the mummies tested by university scientists and doctors. The DNA was tested. Many of them signed a letter stating that the mummies were authentic, they were real. If they were dolls, the doctors and other scientists would have noticed. Now, on with this one. Another pair of filmmakers are documenting another pair of mummies found in Peru. Serena D.C. and Michael Mazzola plan to bring their mummies to the United States for testing. X-rays and examinations show that their subjects are not fakes. The filmmakers say that if their mummies are not extraterrestrials, they may be proof of some new species, may be affected by genetic manipulation somehow. The analysis of these new mummies also show 30% unknown DNA, just like the Maussan mummies. Now, here's my thing. We need to find out who's right. We need to discover through hard scientific analysis if these mummies truly are alien beings. As I see it, there are 3 options. The first, it's an elaborate hoax. All of those doctors and scientists who attested to the mummy's authenticity are either charlatans or idiots, and Jaime Maussan is a brazen liar. I do not believe that. The second option, these things are mutilated human corpses or possibly some other terrestrial species, simply misidentified by all of them. If that's the case, then the genetics would have to have been manipulated as well. So I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying that's what had to happen. The third one is they really are extraterrestrial beings, and those who claim they were hoaxes are propagating an elaborate cover-up. At this point, it's all up in the air. My personal choice is number 3. I would love for there to be proof of non-human life from another world. I seriously doubt it's number 1 because those university scientists and doctors who went all in on the hoax are done. If it's a hoax, they're done. Nobody will ever trust their word again. Their careers are finished. Number 2 is a viable second option for me because with only 70% human DNA, that would just fascinate the hell out of me. Think of the ramifications of something that is only 70% human. That means somebody's been messing with the well, as it were. Somebody poured something different into the well. Another topic that I had just considered recently after I did the research for this video is if all these mummies are coming from Peru, then that means somebody needs to get in there and start really going after these tombs and these cave systems in Peru and finding out if these mummies turn out to be alien. We need to send teams back into Peru and really look through the cave systems, the tombs, all that stuff, and find out what else is there. Now, I hope the Peruvian government would help us do that. I don't know. I don't know if they would or not, but one would hope that they would. They would want to know the truth. Tourism would spike in Peru, so maybe that would, maybe that would help. I don't know. But the other question, the flip side of that is, where else are these alien artifacts and these alien biological artifacts, mummies, whatever? Where else are they being found and nobody's talking? If they're found in Peru, chances are they've been found elsewhere and nobody's talking. I did a story a while back. I don't recall which video it was, but it was in China. They found some graves that were allegedly alien. I would suggest excavating at least one or two of those and finding out, because if that's the case, we may have proof to corroborate this thing in Peru. Now, I don't know if that's the case. No, none of this is proven yet. But if it is true that other alien artifacts and alien bodies and like that have been found, mummies or whatever, have been found in other places around the world, they're being hidden, they're being suppressed, they're being stigmatized like Musan was. And that just irritates the piss out of me, because human beings, most of us already believe aliens exist. Vast majority of us. What are they protecting us from? It's crazy. But again, who knows? Do your own research, and if you can find other information, put it in the comments. I'm sure we'd love to read it. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. Clarissa Lowe, a historian from the future. Delmore Kane, a Civil War veteran turned outlaw. This oddball pairing faces a conspiracy of epic proportions spanning the centuries. If you like action and adventure westerns with a splash of science fiction and fantasy, check out my book series Drifters and their ongoing adventures.